What if I told you your day, your week, your month, your year, your life, your career is a reflection of the lens you put on this morning when you woke up? What if I told you that? And I'm not talking about glasses. I'm talking about a lens. Let me explain to you what I mean by this. Last week, I had a conversation with one of my employees. I brought her in. It was a goal-setting type of a situation that her and I were having. And I was challenging her. I said, listen, who do you want to be? What do you want to do with your life? And I said, why are you not giving your all to being your best? What is it? And going back and forth, all of a sudden she breaks and she sits there and she says, you know what, I got to tell you this story that's really stuck with me all these years. I said, what is it? She says, years ago, I had a lady that was my mentor. She was a Fortune 100 CEO. She had the house, the cars, the money, the records, the accolades, the books, all of it. She was amazing at what she did, except while I was by her deathbed, she started opening up to me and she told me, listen, my husband left me. My kids don't want to talk to me. I don't have great friendships. Whenever it comes down to you, given everything you got to your career and your goals and dreams, step back a little bit because it could come at a cost of your husband, your kids, your family. I wouldn't do that if I were you. That stuck with her from that moment. And so she says, Pat, why would I give everything I got? Why would I want to give my best? Look how many people are dying. What are they taking with them? They don't get to take the cars, the money, the houses. They don't get to take all that stuff. Why should I give everything? I get to enjoy my life a little bit more. I say, you know, it's so interesting you say that. You're not alone there. There's millions of people that hesitate of giving their best because of the lens they put on every morning. I said, I want you to think about something. Let's just say you're thinking about getting married. She said, okay. I said, I take you and we do a focus group, a market research together with you. I take you into a room with 10 couples that at one point were married to each other and they made millions because they went for their careers and they decided to get married and have kids. 10 couples. When you walk into the room, you look at these 10 couples, then I asked the 10 couples to reveal how it turned out for them. 5 of them stand up. And these 5 that stands up, their marriage didn't work out. They can't stand each other. They're not friends. They have okay relationship with their kids and they lost it all with their careers and they got a regular life. 5 out of the 10. 3 of them lived an okay life. It was a good life. They've been traveling. They're doing okay. But it wasn't great relationships. It was good relationships. It wasn't a great life. It was a good life. It wasn't great experiences. It was good experiences. And then 2 at the end lived an incredible life. I'm talking incredible legacy type of a life, good relationship with their kids. They're proud of their kids. They're proud of their family. Not saying they don't have problems. Of course, they argued, they fought, they had some issues with finances. Their kids made some mistakes, but they ended up having a great life because of the lens they put on. I said, here's a question for you. She said, what's that? I said, if you walk into that room and you got these 10 couples to choose from and you're thinking about marriage and you walk out saying, oh my gosh, did you notice half of them got a divorce and the marriage didn't work out and they can't stand it? Did you notice how ticked off he was when he talked about her? And that one couple, oh, I never want to do that. I don't ever want to give my best to career or marriage. You can tell it doesn't work out. That's a reflection of the lens you look at the world from. But if you walked in and you said, oh my goodness, did you see the 2 people, the life they lived? Did you see what their kids did? Man, what if that happened to my life? What if I was able to do what they did? What if I was able to build somebody, a family like that? What if I was able to have a marriage like that? That's crazy. Whatever you look at when you leave dictates how you view the world. And that's a byproduct of the lens you put on this morning. By the way, the lens isn't just marriage and money. Spiritual, health, finance, relationship, friendship, politics, everything has to do with the lens you put on. So now you may ask the question, well, Pat, how do I change that lens? It's not easy, by the way. But how do I change it? Okay, what is it a byproduct of? Your lens is a byproduct of what you let in. Whether it's your family, friends, shows, books, audio, coworkers, peers, what you let in without filtering it. You have to filter and not let things in. Like you have to, when somebody's feeding you something, you have to say, I'm not accepting this mindset. I'm sorry, I don't buy into this concept or else it's going to go in. And if it goes in, you believe it. Then it shows here. Here's the second part. So one is what you let in. The second part is this, what you let out. It's a leak to the world of your fears and concerns. It's a leak of your insecurities. It's a leak of your hesitancy. If you leak out all the fears, all the concerns, all the worries, that's what you attract. If you constantly leak it. This is not about not being, vulnerable. Not at all. I'm talking about everything comes out is a little bit entitled, is a little bit victim, is a little bit, wow, you don't understand, but my life and the way I was raised, and all of that also attracts the life. So for you, if you're watching this here, and you maybe relate to her, because I think at some point everybody does, you got to kind of grab a paper and pen and write down how you view the world in every aspect of life. You have to write it with marriage, finance, money, business, health, exercise, politics, everything. Figure out exactly how you view the world. And then ask yourself, is this producing the life that I want? And then start scratching some of them off. Scratch them off. And then go find people where you want their life and ask them, how do you view the world? And start buying some of them and put it in here. And then let it come out and then see what happens to your life. But if you don't change that lens, life ain't gonna get better. So starting today, my challenge to you, do that one exercise. And then after that, put on the right lens and see what happens to the rest of your life.